Welcome back to the channel, my YouTube family, my new Fallout 4 family, and my old Fallout 4 family. I hope you're all doing well today. What I thought I would do is just give you a little bit of an extension to my beginner's guide and show you a whole lot of things you might not know about, and will make you pretty OP early in the game. Should be good. Let's do it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one of the first things that you need to do, and it's at the very start of the game, is make sure you pick up the 10mm pistol in the vault before you leave. And you can see I'm picking it up off the desk here right now. And also walk into the ammo storage and you'll get a few more bullets. If you want to get the cryolator, I do have a video on how to do that. Now, if you can't get it right at the start of the game, just know that you can always come back at a later point and grab that gun. And if you can do it fairly early, it is very overpowered. And again, that will help you be very effective in the game early on. For these next two, you're not actually going to have to come to Sanctuary if you don't need to. I'll show you exactly where these are. And yeah. It's very useful if you're just starting the game. So here we are in Sanctuary. You want to head up the river here just a little bit, and you can see there's right in front of us here, there is a vehicle right in front of us there. So Sanctuary is there. So that yellow house at the bottom just before the bridge, straight across from there. We want to head towards that vehicle. Now there is a lot of these radiation barrels in here, so you want to get in and out here really quickly. But right here is a army helmet. Take the right away and then get the heck out of there. Okay, so that's the first one. So we have a new helmet that we can wear. Just pick up the hub flower as we go, and then I'll show you where the next one is. I want to show you a little secret that a lot of people are not aware of in Sanctuary. So there is the workbench there. This is the house with all the Halloween stuff on it. Right, that's where we are. We're going to head round the back here. Okay, so there's the yellow house. I'm going to walk through here. And behind. Okay, so coming out of this door here, there's a hedge on the right. Just keep going forward. There's a little secret bunker right at the back of this blue house. That's the Halloween house. It's the next house down. And you can actually go in there. And there's a whole lot of secret stuff in there. Ladies and gentlefolk, look at all this stuff. Okay, so we're at the top of the cul-de-sac now. This is the house we just showed you with the bunker in it. If you go round the side, so look at the thing, go round the side to the right. And go straight, and you should come to a little jetty on the river here. So what we're looking for is a reference point. There it is right there. Now directly across from here, kind of in that direction off to your right, is where we're looking for. So up into the river, find a spot to get at. There we go. And we're going to head to the right. Now you see there's a suitcase right here. There's a suitcase right here. And look at this. When you walk up to it, there is a leather leg, arm, and then if you look again over here somewhere, there should be another piece of armor. Keep looking around. Every so often there'll be some other armor here. There it is there. Right leg. Left leg. There we go. So you actually have a full suit of armor, and I'll show you what that looks like now. Okay, so here we are. You can see we've got our leathers on. For some reason my vault suit is looking a bit weird at the moment. I don't know what's going on. It's not working properly, but at least we've got some armor. And you can sort of see the stats on it there. We're going to go even further though, because I think what you should do once you get these leather parts is go on and do some crafting and see if you can increase their durability and their make them a little bit stronger. Now, I have gone through in my beginner's guide and showed you how to do this, but if you're not sure, we'll go through it again. Make sure you've got resources, and if you don't know how to tag resources, again, watch my advanced video, and it'll tell you how to do that. But there's going to be a limit to how far you can actually increase or improve these, depending on, number one, what resources you have, and then what level you're at. Because once you get to treated leather, you actually need armorer rank 1. So my character's only at level 2 at the moment, so I can only go to girded leather, which improves damage and energy resistance. But any improvement that we can get, we'll take. And again, same with this. You can only go to pocketed, but again, do you want to go improve carrying capacity, or do you want to reduce the weight? Up to you. And once you go to braced and beyond, you're going to need more skills to do that. You can change the paint. I've got enclave paint. I'm not going to worry about that at this point. But again, as soon as you upgrade your armor, the name will change, and also so will the stats. So you can see damage resistance is a bit higher now, but also the weight is probably going to go up. So I'm going to do the rest of this, and I would encourage you to do the same with your 10mm pistol that we picked up in the vault, and make sure that you're modifying these on a regular basis so that you have as much protection as possible. So okay, so we've upgraded our armor, we've upgraded our weapons where we could. And again, it'll be very dependent on whether you have the resources to do that. And again, you might have to go foraging to get enough resources to do that. But now that we're set, let's go and see if we can find ourselves some power armor, and I'll show you where to get that fairly early in the process. Okay, I just want to quickly talk about this little box that you're going to come across on your way to finding your power armor. So there's Sanctuary there. It's right behind. I'll show you where we are on the map. We're right here. So you can see where we are. Now, you're going to find a whole lot of stuff in here, but you'll see that open lid. You can't open that lid. If you want to open that lid, just follow this pipe here, all the way down here. All the way down. And there we go. There's a little box here that you open and you activate. And then if you run back up the hill, that little lid there, or that little area, should be accessible to you. There you go. And there's a heap of caps in there. There's another bonus trick there, and you should find a 44 snub-nosed pistol right here as well in this area. So there you go. Let's go and see if we can find this power armor. So here we're at the robotics disposal ground. I'll show you where we are on the map. You can see right there, in the northeast of Sanctuary. And yeah, you don't want to mess with this guy right here, but if you go in here, don't forget to grab your magazine here, your hot rodder magazine.
Hell yeah.
And you'll unlock a permanent paint job for your power armor. So make sure you take that. We don't want to disturb this guy down here because he is no yoke, but if you walk down here, you should be able from memory to find a fusion core. There you go. And there is a FATMAN here somewhere, which I'll find for you. Directly behind this guy here, look, there is a FATMAN and a missile. So now you have a fusion core for your power armor. You didn't have to activate him or worry about him. You can get another fusion core of him if you want to try and kill him, but you don't have to do anything apart from pick stuff up. And now we're set because we've got something to power the power armor if we need it. Okay, so here we are. That is where we've just been. Let's show you on the map. Right there, we're looking in this general area. You're going to find a downed vertebrate right here. And somewhere in this area there's going to be a set of power armor for you. Just take your time. You can see it right down there. Now, it will vary what this actually has on it. Sometimes you get full set armor, sometimes you won't, but at least you've got a partial amount of power armor, look, right there, that you can enter, because you've got a fusion core. And again, it's certainly an upgrade in what you're already wearing. And yeah, just to show you, I am at level 3 in the game, and I've already got upgraded armor, and I've got power armor. Again, when you get back to Sanctuary, do the same as you've done with the other stuff. Make sure you're upgrading whatever you've picked up. Up to you what you want to do here. There's going to be a limit to what you can actually do here. But again, maybe military paint, which is giving me a little bit extra strength. Now, one thing, and I've mentioned this before, make sure that if you're not using your power armor, you take your fusion core out, because people will come and steal this from you. Trust me, it's not pretty when they do, because that can be either a settler or it can be a bad guy that's going to grab that from you. So let's head down into Concord, and I'll show you a few more things that you can get done as part of the Out of Time mission, and then we head into the Museum of Freedom. I'll try and leave this spoiler free as much as possible. So okay, so you're going to go through this mission here called When Freedom Calls. You're going to talk to Preston, and you're going to meet Sturgis and all these people for the first time. Before you go anywhere, and I missed this the first time. Oh, look at this, look. Robocon fun on the desk there. Includes automatic command holotape. You collected initial Robocon fun. Pick that up. And the second thing you must pick up is this bobblehead right here. The perception bobblehead. Perception is permanently increased by 1. So make sure you don't miss those. A lot of people do when they play this first playthrough because they want to get the roof. As soon as they hear minigun, they just want to take off and grab the minigun. So make sure you're grabbing that and you're looting everything you need to, and then we can move on. So if you haven't picked up power armor yet, once you get this mission, you come down into Concord, you're actually going to get a suit of power armor anyway. So make sure you pick up the fusion core from the basement, and I'll show you how to do that now. So when you first come into the Museum of Freedom on the first level, you work your way through to the back. Just before you go up the stairs, hook a left and go down, and there will be a little a terminal and a little closed door. Just do the terminal thing and pick up the fusion core for your power armor upstairs. Very important if you haven't already got one. And then once you come back, put your power armor on. And I think this might be a full suit. Bit rusty, but that's okay. We don't care about that stuff. Pick your minigun up, and again, you keep these. There we go. And we're good to go. So now you are completely overpowered, and you can deal with whoever's shooting at you, which I'm going to grab some 5mm there, and we're going to spray the heck out of this guy. But you should be overpowered. You can jump down, by the way. You don't get any fall damage when you got power armor on, people. There you go, how's that? So the last thing I want to talk about is just how to make caps, and make caps quickly. There's a whole lot of farming methods online. You can hunt them out, and they'll tell you there's lots of different ways that you can farm various materials. You can make certain things, whatever, to make caps. But we're talking about very, very early in the game. We've just met Preston Garvey, for goodness sake, and Sturgis. So that's how early in the game I'm talking about. Here is my advice. Instead of going through a whole farming process, there's a couple things you can do to make caps very quickly, and it's going to take you a while in the game to meet people. And so what I generally do is I just loot every weapon I can get my hands on, and I store them in the workshop. Okay, so they're all there. And then when I get to my first vendor, when I find my first vendor, and I open up, point up on the map, then I come back to Sanctuary, I grab all these, put my power armor on so I'm not encumbered, grab all these and I sell all these. That's the first thing that I do, and that's what I'd suggest you do. Grab as many weapons as you can and determine what you're going to use early in the game, and then just sell everything else. The second thing you can do, and what you need to pay attention to, is with those weapons you're about to sell, pay attention to what ammunition they are using. Now, if you need to determine what ammunition they're using, come to weapons, just hover over that weapon and you'll see under damage there, it shows you the ammunition type. So this is 10mm for the 10mm pistol, the short assault rifle is 5.56, snub nose 44. Okay, so whatever weapons that you're not using, then what you should be doing is selling all the ammo that you're not using. For instance, if you're not using pipe weapons, sell all that 338 ammo, etc, etc. Now I'm going to do a separate guide on weapons and the theory of weapons and how you can approach that. That links in with the perk chart and everything. And also I have a video, already have a video I've put up quite a few years ago talking about the top weapons you can grab before level 10. So if you want that advice, I'll leave a link and in the description so you can go and find that video. Also leave a link for the cryo weapon. But the third thing that I would say that you should be doing is selling all these drugs that you're not using. Things like Buffer, Med-X, Mentats, even Nuka Cherry, Nuka Cola, Psycho. If you're not using any of those, they give you a very, very high value. You can see the Med-X 50, Mentats 50, Cherry Colas and stuff. Nuka Cherry's 40. What's Buffet? It's 45. They will give you a very high cap count very quickly in the game. And so those are the kind of things that I suggest you store away. And if you're not using stealth boys, again, you'll get 100 for each stealth boy you've got. So sell all that stuff. You'll be amazed how quickly your cap count goes up, and you'll be able to buy whatever you like in the game. And you can see my cap count's already at 66,000 just by playing the game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to leave it there for today. That's a lot of little tips that I wanted to put in into this video as an addition to the beginner's guide that I did earlier a few weeks back. And I think if you're playing the game for the first time or you're in the early stages, all of this stuff will help you progress in the game much quicker and get less frustrated. You'll be able to kill enemies quicker and be better protected than you were at the start of the game. And a lot of this stuff you can grab as soon as you come out the vault, so it's good for new players starting a new playthrough or playing the game for the first time. If it has been useful, a like rating is always appreciated. If it did help you, I'd love to hear from you. If it did help you, let me know in the comments. And we'll catch you next time on Gaming for XP. See ya.